Welcome everybody. This is Miss Laura. We're going to go through a quick stretch routine that you can do at home. This is great for anybody ages 6+, great for dancers, great for people who are active and just want to get a good stretch in. So we're going to start sitting crisscross, or if you feel more comfortable, you can sit in our butterfly position or a half lotus position. If this is a little bit challenging for your hips, always feel free to scoot a towel or a pillow underneath your bottom. So I'm just gonna crisscross right here. I'm gonna sit really tall, rolling my shoulders up to my ears, and then pushing them back down like I'm throwing them in my pocket. Good. Breathing in, lift them up to my ears, and I push them down into my pockets, thinking nice tall posture, pressing those sits bones into the floor, lifting up and out of our core, and push it down. Good, we're gonna tilt our head to one side. Breathing in through that nose, out through that mouth, and tilting to the other side. Beautiful job. Let's do that again. So tilt back to that original side. Take the same hand as where you're tilting to. Wrap it gently on top of that head and gently let the weight of your hand just stretch that neck a little farther. And if you're looking for even more of a stretch, take that opposite hand and reach it to the side. This is one of my favorite stretches for my neck and my spine. Good, I'm gonna let that hand tick-tock down just a little bit more, even a little bit more. And if you're still looking for a little bit more of a stretch right here, you're gonna imagine there's like a little puppy or a cat that's just out of reach, and you're using those fingertips to kind of pet that cat or that puppy. And you should feel some little tiny stretches in that neck, which feels so good. All right, release this hand. Keep your head where it's at. Release your hand. Make a fist with that hand and use your hand to push your head up. Oh, that feels so nice. Let's try the other side. Gently tip that head to the side. Let your hand comb over. Great. And if you'd like, you can put that arm out to the side. And take it one stick down. And one more tick down. And if you'd like, you can pet that cat or that dog. I'm tighter on this side, so man, I'm feeling it. Oh, but it feels good. Nice work. Good, we're gonna rest that hand. Let this hand fall off your head. Keep your head in place. Make a fist and use your fist to press your hands up. Okay, last one, we're gonna stretch that head to the front. So lace those fingers together. Let them come to the base of your skull. Gently, but still keeping your spine nice and long. Chin dips to your chest, and then let your elbows flap forward, gently pulling that head, neck, and spine down. Getting a nice stretch in the back of that head. If you want, you can gently look to one side. Back to center, and gently look to the other side. Remembering that we should feel a gentle pull, but we should never be in pain. If you're in pain, you're going a little bit too much. Back to center. Keep your head where it's at. Let your hands release. Make a fist with one. Put that fist right on top of your forehead and gently press it up. Wow, great job, you guys. Take those legs, shake them out to the front. Now I'm going to scooch back just a little bit. You're going to gently open up those feet, and if I had my mat this way, I would line my feet up with the edge of my mat. So I'm not going to a full straddle. I've just got a little opening right here, just past hip width. I'm sitting nice and tall on my sits bones, reaching my arms towards my feet. I'm going to twist to one side, reach my pinky finger to my pinky toe, out and over. Good job. Sit it back up, saw it the other direction. Good job. So I'm really thinking about pulling my spine up nice and tall. I'm using my breath to find that reach. Remember, you may not be as flexible as me, and that's okay. Find what works for you. Breathe in through that nose, out through that mouth. Long spine, in through that nose, out through that mouth. In through that nose, and out through that mouth. Good job. Bring it all the way back to center. Close up those legs. Pull one knee into your chest and hug it, sitting nice and tall. If you'd like that next stretch, you're going to crisscross it on top, keeping that sits bone on the floor though. Still sitting nice and tall, growing taller with that spine every breath. Now we're gonna release that same arm as leg, and I'm gonna swing it to the back wall, and I'm gonna twist and look towards that back wall. Nice. Bring it all the way back around, twist the other direction. Hug that knee in one more time. And release it back. Push it down. Let's try that other side. So you can stay right here. Or if you'd like that next little bit, crisscross it on top. Remember those sits bones need to stay on the floor. Sitting nice and tall. Release the same arm as leg. Twist it to that back wall. Lifting up and out of your spine. Looking towards those fingers. In through that nose, out through that mouth. Feel the length in your arms, in your spine. Bring it all the way back around. Let's release to the other side. Good. Hug it back in one more time. We'll unwind and press it out. Very good. We're going to swing those legs to one side, sitting like a mermaid. We're going to press our hand next to us, and we're going to reach up and over, getting a nice side bend in our spine, pushing off and bending the opposite direction. So we're flowing from side to side. Very good. Finding that nice side stretch, sitting very tall. Very good. Now this time, press that hand into the floor, pressing up on our knees, straightening our bottom leg. Find that side stretch pressing up. Sit it back down for that side bend again. So this is just our next little level. Finding that little lift and that press in those hips. Good job. Find your flow. You don't have to be moving at my speed. Nice job. Very good. Last one, just hold it up here for a minute. Pressing those hips up and out. If you can, look to that hand. And sit it all the way back down. Very good. Once you've grounded those hips, let's swing them around to the other side. We'll start with our mermaid first. So we go away, and then we go to our mermaid tail. Good job, floating away. And to that mermaid tail. Away. Good, and to the tail. Let's add that next level to it. So we press away, leg stretches out, we press up, and we sit it down, stretch it back. Good job, find your flow. You don't have to move at my speed. Good job. Nice. Good, let's do one more and we're gonna hold this next one. Breathing. Hold this one. If you'd like, you can look up to that hand. Stretching those hips, pressing them forward. Long length. And swoop it all the way back down. Very good. We're going to hug those knees into our chest and lay down on our mat. Swinging those legs up, rocking side to side, giving our back a little massage. Great work. All right, we're going to release one leg all the way to the ground. Our other leg is going to release to the ceiling. So we're going to lift it up. We're holding behind that hamstring. We're holding either at our calf or our ankle. Make sure that we're not pressing behind our knee joint. Good. Right here, you're just trying to find that nice length in that leg, breathing in through the nose. Every time you breathe out, just a gentle pull closer. Let's roll our ankle while we do that too. Oh man, that feels so good. Don't forget to roll it the other direction. Good, big breath in. And out, pull it just a little bit closer. All right, we're gonna pass it over to same arm as leg and gently open it to the side. Now I'm not looking for my leg to lay on the floor. I'm not looking it perfectly to go to the side. It doesn't even have to be perfectly bent. Just a little stretch to the side, pulling it closer to my head. Good, bring it back to center. Pass it over so that you've got opposite hand to leg and just gently bring it across the body. Again, it's not going very far across the body, but man, you're gonna feel that little bit. If you flex and point that foot, you're going to get some different sensations, so feel free to roll that ankle around. Again, we're not looking for huge range of motion. This is a small little stretch. Good, back to center. Very nice. We're going to flex and bend. Good, point and straighten. Nice, flex and bend. Point and straighten. Flex and bend. Good, point and straighten. And don't forget, if you're struggling, you can always lower those hands down. You can put a soft bend in the knee. You can also wrap a towel around your foot and hold on to the towel. Right now, we're going to bend our knee into our chest. Give that ankle a little roll again if you want. And I want you to crisscross that knee on top. Let it fall all the way to the floor. Your hip is coming up. So we're kind of laying on the side right here. My opposite arm is going to twist and go away from my knee. And my head is going to look towards that opposite arm. So we have a nice spinal stretch here. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just relax into the stretch. It should feel really good. Releasing those glute muscles, releasing your back. Feeling that ringing sensation in your core. Good, right here, we're going to stretch our leg on the diagonal. We're going to reach our arm that was stretched out on the diagonal. So same arm as leg, just reaching in opposite directions as if I was pulling your ankle and your wrist in different directions, getting that nice stretch. Good, and open it back to a giant X. That feels really good. We got to do the other leg. So pull that knee into your chest. And when you're ready, stretch it up to the ceiling. Good. Remember, we're holding behind our ankle or a calf or behind our leg. We don't want to be holding behind that joint. Roll that ankle in a circle. I'm a little tighter on this side. I definitely can't get my leg as close to my head. It's usually normal. One side is a little bit stretchier than the other. Remember, for these purposes, when we're stretching, if you can get it straight, that's awesome. If you need a soft bend, that's okay too. Stretching should be, there should feel a little bit of a pull, but it should not be painful. So modify so that you're not in pain. Breathe in through that nose, out through that mouth, stretch it a little deeper to your head. In through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. Pass it over to the same hand as foot. Gently open it to the side. Remember, we're not flattening it to the floor. We're just pulling it slightly closer to our ear, opening those hips in that rotated open position. Good. Bring it back to center. Pass it to the other hand. Just barely crossing the midline of the body. Ooh, I feel it right away. Keeping this hip on the floor. Remember, if you flex and point, you're going to have different sensations in that leg. You don't need to do too far of a stretch on this one to get a lot out of it. Oh, I won't lie to you. This one feels a little bit more uncomfortable. So do what you can. I have to slightly bend my knee for this one. You can straighten it, great. Oh, man. Woo. Bring it back to center. Gently bend that knee. We're going to let it fall to the side. So I'm letting this hip come up. I'm kind of rolling to that side. I'm letting my knee drop. I'm breathing into that twist, opening this opposite arm, reaching away from my knee, looking towards this hand. And just breathe into that twist. Try to notice if you're gripping or holding on tension. I seem to hold my glutes a lot and get a lot of tension there. And in my back as well. So I'm just trying to breathe into this area and just release on that exhale. Every time I'm feeling a little bit deeper into that twist. Good. Take the leg and the hand, reach them in opposite directions on the diagonal. Feel as if someone's pulling your ankle and your wrist apart. Good. And roll it back onto your back, knees come into your chest. Give yourself that little massage again, either rocking side to side, or if you want, make those knees go in a circle so you're really massaging that lower back. Yeah, nice job. Good, we're gonna rock to the side, gently making our way to hands and knees. We've got one last little stretch here on our hands and knees. I shouldn't say one last, this is our last chunk of stretches. We're gonna do my favorite cat-cow, it's from yoga. Rounding that back and that tailbone, head comes in between those arms. Pressing your belly button down, chest comes through, lifting your head up. Good, rounding in that spine again. Press that belly button down, head up. And one more time, rounding through that spine. And head up. Good, right here, let's see if you can roll that head and your hips all the way around, finding each of those positions again. And reverse it the other direction. Go as slow as you need to go. Very good. Right here, find that center again, tucking your belly button in. Hands are right underneath those shoulders. Toes are going to tuck under. Send your tailbone into the air. When you get to that downward dog position, just pedal through those heels. Very good. Remember, we're trying to get that chest over to the tops of our legs. We're letting that head relax in between our arms, and we're pushing away from the floor with our hands. So we really shouldn't feel a ton of pressure on those wrists. Good job. I'm going to walk my feet just a little bit closer to each other. Pressing away from those arms. I'm going to release one of my legs, and I'm going to pull it in, and I'm going to let it twist and lay flat. My back leg is going to slide back, and we are in our pigeon pose. Now again, if this is a little bit of a struggle for you, put a mat, or not a mat, put a towel, a rolled up towel or a pillow right under your hips, and that should feel really good. If you need a little extra stretch, pull that front foot forward slightly and then walk down to your elbows and make a little headrest to lay down on those hands. If you're looking for even the next level and you're not feeling it here, your next level is crawling up, sitting nice and tall, bending the back leg up and trying to reach and grab those toes. Now I'm going to go back, and I actually need to set up just a little bit higher to get that one in. So I'm reaching up and around, there we go, and I'm grabbing my toes right here, lifting my chest up high, feeling that stretch. Good, now again, if this is way too much, you don't have to do that toe. You can stay propped up on your pillow or just right here, or lay all the way flat on the floor. Good, let's hold it there for 3 breaths in our pigeon. Here we go. Great job. Put those hands right back by those knees. Tuck your back toe under. Press into your down dog. Pedal out those feet a couple more times. Nice. And let's raise that second leg up. Pedal it all the way in. Twisting it, laying it flat. And I got to kind of shuffle my back legs back into my pigeon pose. Remember, you can always put a pillow right underneath your glutes. You can crawl down. You can rest your head if you want by making a little headrest. Remember, this should be relaxing into this, so that's why I like to make that headrest. If you want that next challenge, you're going to sit up just a little bit higher. You're going to reach that opposite arm to leg, and you're going to pull that foot a little bit closer to your glutes. Remember, we don't want to be sinking. We still want to be sitting nice and tall. Okay, we got 3 breaths right here. I'm gonna find this position real quick and I'm gonna relax into it. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Good. Hands placed right underneath those shoulders, back toe tucks, find your downward dog again. Nice, and right here, we're gonna bend to our knees. I'm gonna rotate back around to face you. We're almost done with our 20-minute stretch. Last little stretch I want you to do, opposite thumb is going down and up, and twist. So we're rotating that shoulder and that thumb, twist. Good job, twist, and twist. And twist. Good. Rotate both thumbs back up. Give yourself a big hug. Lift that chest up to the ceiling. Good. Open those arms up and out. Give yourself a hug with the other arm on top. Lift that chest up to the ceiling. And circle them up and around. This time, place those hands behind your back. We're going to go high on our knees and just draw those hands down and back on your spine. Good. And release it out, shaking those wrists. 3 big breaths to end right here. This was a good little stretch for us today. We'll bring you some more stretches soon because there's so many more that you can do that are great for your dance practice, for your fitness practice, or just for relaxing at home. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And last one, give me a little clap to end. Nice job, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today and stretching with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.